Hello and welcome to part 2 of recreating Wednesday's Rave'N Dance dress. Today we're gonna make the skirt. And how might we make the skirt, you ask? Well, it consists of circle skirts, ruffles, some more ruffles, and then a waistband. But let's go sketch it out. Alright, so here's a sketch that's probably the worst we've ever seen. But what I'm trying to illustrate is that the skirt we're gonna make today consists of an underlayer and an overlayer. So the underlayer skirt is going to consist of a circle skirt and then a ruffle, and we're going to make 2 of these. Then the full length of the skirt for me will be 100 centimeters, and then my circle skirt is going to take up 60% of that, and my ruffle is going to take up 40%. So quick math, the circle skirt is going to be 60 centimeters in length, and the ruffle is going to be 40 centimeters. Then we have a overskirt which goes on top of the circle skirt over here. So yeah, for me this is going to be 60 centimeters in length because that's the length of my circle skirt. And then the first tier is going to take up 25% of that length. The next tier will do the same. And then the last tier is going to take up 50% of that length. So for me, that will be 15 centimeters, and then 30 centimeters. Okay, so I actually just decided that this should be 55% of the length for the circle skirt and 45% for the ruffle, just because we want this overskirt to cover the seam that is made between the circle skirt and the ruffle. So this changes, but this doesn't. Alright, so I'm gonna cut out the half circle skirts now, and I just realized that I've been saying circle skirts this entire time, but we're actually doing half circle skirts. And then according to the circle skirt calculator, my waist radius is 20 centimeters, so I'm gonna add that to the desired length of my skirt when I'm cutting it out. And we saw before from the sketch that my desired length is 55, so I'm gonna cut out the circle skirt in a radius that is 75 centimeters. And that radius measurement is actually important for when we cut out the ruffles, because we want to calculate the circumference of the half circle skirt and then make a ruffle that is 3 times that length. But yeah, let's start cutting out the 2 half circle skirts. Alright, so I'm just here with my fabric that I have folded in half here. So this is going to be the front of the skirt, and then here is going to be the back seam. And I'm taking advantage of the fact that this edge right here is already finished, so that way I don't have to do it myself. Alright, so here is one of the half circle skirt. As you can see, I just sewed down the back seam and then I left it open at the waist. And this is how you're gonna get the skirt on. And this will later be closed when you attach the waistband and you close the waistband. And then down here, I just left it open for now because I want to attach the ruffle first and then close it completely. And now I'm gonna cut out the strips of fabric that we're gonna use as ruffles for the underskirts as well as the overskirt. And then I'm just gonna go over the measurements for these after I cut them out. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so here I am with my fabric strips cut out. These 3 are for the overskirt and then these 2 are for the underskirt. This strip of fabric right here is the length of my waist measurement times 2. Then this one has the length of this one times 2, and then this one has the length of that one times 2. And then my strips for the underskirt has the length of the circumference of my half circle skirt times 3. So for me that's 7.5 meters. Alright, so now I'm just gonna start gathering all the strips of fabric down to the measurement that they should have so that they fit around whatever they go around. And the good news is for Christmas I got a gathering foot, so this is gonna be so much easier than the method that I used in the previous video where I did it by hand by pulling threads. This is so much easier. So let's get started on gathering the strips of fabric, and then I'll just put them together and I'll come back. Alright, so here is the skirt so far. We got the 2 underskirts and then we got the overskirt. And I'm not really happy with how the overskirt turned out. I think it's a little too poofy compared to the original dress. I was debating whether or not I should change the construction of it, like maybe do a half circle skirt for this strip right here and then add the 2 other strips. But I don't think that that construction will actually change the poofiness of the dress, so I chose to just leave it like this. I might do a commentary at the end of this video, just like commenting on a few things that I would like to change if I were to make this again to make it look more like the original dress. So far we're gonna go with this, and right now I'm just gonna do a rolled hem on the overskirt, and then I'm gonna sew up the back and attach a waistband. And then we're actually done. Alright, so the last thing we need for the skirt is our waistband. To do this, I just measured around the waist of the skirt to find out the circumference. And I've actually attached all 3 layers of the skirt into 1 layer up here at the waist, just to make it more easy to attach the waistband. I cut out a piece of fabric that has the circumference of the waist plus like 5 centimeters, and that's gonna be our overlap for like securing the skirt. And then the strip of fabric is 10 centimeters wide. And then I also cut out a matching piece of interfacing, which I'm gonna iron on. I'm gonna iron this on now, and then I'm gonna attach it to the skirt, and then we're actually done. Alright, so I have attached the waistband. Not my best work, but not my worst either. So the dress is done. All in all, I think it turned out really good. There are a few things that I would like to change if I was to make it again. Like up here, I would place the ruffles a little closer together. The skirt is a little poofy, obviously. I think the organza is too stiff compared to the original dress. Maybe a couple more layers for the skirt. But yeah, this is the final dress. So now I will put it on and maybe do a little dance. Oh god. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already watched part 1, I suggest you go watch that. And other than that, I just hope you enjoyed my dance, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!